Welcome back to another episode of the Java Trials. And this episode is me figuring out a bunch of stuff that I don't understand about 1.0 Minecraft. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so this is going to be kind of a crazy hodgepodge, throw together of what all I did on this week. It all started with me making a wheat farm. And I designed it this way because if you walk on the tilled surface, it destroys it. So I wanted to be able to walk down the middle there with the water and harvest everything. After that, I needed to make a fence. And I couldn't remember how. Because I'm pretty sure they changed the recipe at one point. So yeah, I finally got that made after a little bit of messing around, as you can see here. And then I went into building the actual fence. Once I got the fence done, I went and got that pumpkin that we saw in the last episode. Because I wanted pumpkins. I wanted to grow some pumpkins. Why not? I know they're kind of useless at this point, but you know what? Pumpkins. After the pumpkin, went and got cows. So the cows followed me back to my base slowly. Luckily, they weren't too far, so it wasn't that hard to get them over there. It was just, the normal. And then got them in there, bred up a little baby. Yeah, we got babies. And they were jumping all over the place, so I added a second layer of fencing. They were still jumping all over the place, and I was just scared they were going to get out, even though I was like, they shouldn't be. But I just feel like they're going to get out. So what I did is I decided to build a roof. And built that roof, and then they were standing on top of the roof. So I was just kind of getting frustrated, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go over here, and after I finish this, plant the rest of my stuff that I have to plant. So I planted my pumpkins, harvested some wheat, got all that done, went back with the wheat, tried to make another baby, and they were definitely disappearing from here and ending up on the roof. So, after wasting all that time, I took down the roof. Because, what's the point of if they're going to just be on it? So, I got rid of that roof, and I decided, you know what? I know I can make one thing. I can make an automatic sugarcane harvester. That's all it is. It just harvests the sugarcane automatically. It doesn't collect it. There's no hoppers, but it works. See? So after that, I went in and I went and explored my mine shafts. And right at the end of this mine shaft, I found a bunch of skeletons and figured out it was a skeleton spawner, which is perfect. And, it was a pretty prolific trip. I walked out with 2 stacks of iron out of it. So it was a nice little mine shaft. There's still more iron in it. I just haven't got it all. So I've decided to use the skeleton spawner as my XP grinder for now. It works. It works great. But I just did the normal little standard mob spawner thing. But I dug down 20 blocks to where they have to drop 20 blocks. And the bad part about that is, well, you have to have 2 people to make it work. So I redesigned it. After doing a little bit of research, I felt like an idiot. Of course, I should have used the sign trick and make an elevator. Before bubble columns, that's what you did. But it's been a long time since I've done anything like that, so I forgot about it. So yeah, they go up the bubble column, they go across, and after they go across, they drop down on the back side of the spawner. So I'm still really close to the spawner where I stand, and I wait for them over there. Now here I am waiting. And in all of this waiting, I found out a lot of issues with my skeleton spawner. The design is awful. So, yeah, I had to redesign it a few times. I even tried to use dogs to kind of fix some of the issues and be able to sit there. But you know what? I got my 30 levels and I got a pickaxe and it was a fortune 2. And I'm like, let's go get diamonds. I'll work on that skeleton spawner later. So I went and got all the diamonds out of my place, went over to MissEmgie's house and walked down her staircase of headaches and went and got her, I think, like 12 diamonds. After I did this, I went back to my place, grabbed more diamonds, and that's where we'll leave off. All right, now that you've seen all of the crazy stuff that I've dealt with in 1.0, let me kind of explain a few things to you. I mean, other than this cool shiny pickaxe that you saw that I got, 1.0 has some things that's going to keep me from doing a few things like building crazy farms. Like, you can't walk on crop plots. If you make a crop and you walk on it, it destroys it. Where later, you know, if you jump on it, it destroys it. So that kind of keeps me from making a large wheat farm for food. So what I did instead was I just made a little one that it's not automatic. There's no automatic to it. Even a dispenser won't work on this. But it does just take one little bone mill. And I can sit here and, well, I didn't get any seeds out of that one. I can sit here and just harvest this way and, you know, make bread for food. So that's my plan when I need food. Yeah, it's slow, but remember, this is 1.0. I had a cow farm. Yeah, a cow's great, excellent. You know, beef is great for food. The problem is they were so glitchy in their pen that it annoyed me. So I got rid of it. And the other farms with pumpkins and melons, they only grow on tilled soil. I've been leaving this. I left half of these tilled and half of them not tilled. And they only grew on the tilled ones. So the chances of me making a large pumpkin farm or a melon farm is out the window. I'm not doing it. And we have one more big problem. See, I didn't know that 1.0 had a build limit smaller than 256. It's only 128, I think, or something like that. It's something really small. Well, I mean, that's not small, but the problem is up here at the top of this mountain, if I can get up here, let's see, I mean, yeah, it's great up here, but I'm already sitting at 114, which means I only have 14 blocks of build height. So me and MissEmgie talked about it, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna need lots of material for this castle anyways. We're gonna take this down 20 to 30 levels just so we can build a castle. So yeah, that'll be fun, which means that'll have to get lowered over there just a little bit to match this, and yeah, so it's gonna end up being a bigger project than what we first thought it was gonna be, but we're okay with that, and we'll have an episode of us flattening everything out. Let's see, how do I get down from here? Right here. So my last thing I'm gonna do for this episode is, now that I've gotten my enchanted pickaxe, you saw me go and get all the diamonds. You saw me help MissEmgie get her diamonds. But I have 38 diamonds now. And because of that, I'm gonna make full set of diamond armor. And at the end of this episode, I will have all of this enchanted. And I hope it's good enchantments, because this 1.0 system of enchanting is awful. Luckily, I do have some other diamonds left over, so if like I really want looting on that sword, so I can go after... Well, I need a looting sword. Yeah. So, that is what I'm heading to do. Let's go down to my skeleton spawner that I showed you. And, get some levels. So I'm over here about to reach level 30 again, and I think I finally figured out how to get this mob spawner to work. By the way, it's a pain. But, I think the level I was at 22 blocks, I was still having some die, and I thought they were dying because they were landing on the other skeletons, and I found out, well, I just kept kind of playing with it. I raised it up to, it should be 21 block fall now, and they're all living. Now, as you can see, they're falling out of the thing, but they're not, because he's not attacking me. They're just stacking up, and you can hear their little feet patter. Yeah, there's a lot of skeletons here. And I've also found that the best way to do this is just using a bow and arrow. Because of how slabs can be placed right now and everything, there's just no good way of getting close to them without them hitting you. This way, I'm not wasting food, I'm not doing anything else. So yeah, I'm gonna get up to level 30 and I'm gonna enchant my first piece of armor. Alright, and here I am in my fully enchanted diamond armor. Yes, I did it. I did it all by the end of this episode. The only thing is, while it is enchanted, it's not great. We got protection 3 on the boots. We got protection 3 on the leggings. We got projectile protection 4 on the chest. And we got protection 3 on the helmet. That'll be fine. Whatever. I'll work with it. This is 1.0, you know? The only thing I'm really upset about is my sword. Smite 5. Smite 5. No sharpness, no looting. I guess at least it's not Bane of Arthropods. So I'll probably, you know, work on getting a different sword at some point. But yeah. So yeah. I think next episode I'm going to start a little bit on working on clearing the mountain down a little bit, and maybe even starting to kind of just see where we're going from there. Might clear out this front area and start building the gate for the castle. So, but you know, I got a lot of blocks to clear. So, yeah, you know, thanks for joining me today on this episode. Whether you think it was a fail or a victory, I set out to do what I did. I just didn't like all the results. And if you liked the video, throw a like. Please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, find 13 reasons to come back.